Guizhou, China, June 24, 2025. A scene like the end of the world in Guizhou province. The Monkey River Bridge on the Xiamen-Chengdu Expressway collapsed and fell into the river due to heavy rain. Many vehicles fell off the bridge and went missing. The front of a truck was hanging in the air between the bridge railings. Meanwhile, a once-in-50-year flood hit a super-sacred site in a Guizhou village. As a result, buildings in Rongjiang County turned into water-filled caves, and thousands of cars were submerged on the streets. People's lives were hanging by a thread. Let's witness the biggest flood in 50 years in Guizhou province, China. On the morning of June 24, 2025, a highway bridge on the Xiamen-Chengdu Expressway in Sandushui Autonomous County, Guizhou province suddenly partially collapsed. Many vehicles fell into the river. At around 9:30 a.m. on June 24, some netizens reported that a highway bridge on the Xiamen-Rongcheng Expressway in Sandushui Autonomous County, Guizhou province had partially collapsed. The video showed that a truck had stopped in time, but the front of the truck was hanging in the air. There were cars under the bridge, seemingly falling when the bridge collapsed. It seemed to be raining at the scene. This is a picture of the bridge over the river of the highway breaking and collapsing down. At least 3 cars also fell when the bridge collapsed, with unknown injuries. Meanwhile, this red car was only partially left on the shore, and the driver's life was hanging by a thread. A video showed the bridge breaking in the middle and a truck hanging in the broken part. The cabin hanging in the air and the driver unable to land safely. The trapped driver was rescued. Another video shows that the body of the red truck is still on the road, but the front of the truck is hanging in the air, and the truck driver is still in front of the truck. People on the road shouted to the driver, "You are so lucky. It's too dangerous. You can only wait for the fire truck to come." There was no signal and said that 2 small cars had fallen below. The driver advised passers-by not to go forward, and passers-by immediately discovered that the road surface was cracked and quickly backed away. This is an image of floodwaters submerging shopping malls in Rongjiang County, Guizhou province on June 24. Floodwaters rushed down to the basements, submerged the stairs, and goods were washed away. The water level had risen nearly 2 meters, so only rescue boats were swimming on the street. In the comments section, some netizens said that the accident happened on the Shirong Expressway from Sandu County to Rongjiang. The highway has been blocked 150 meters from Paidong gas station in the direction of Rongjiang, so please take a detour. Many mainland media have reported and called relevant departments. Among them, a staff member of the Sandu County Emergency Management Bureau said that the local area is currently experiencing a loss of phone signal, internet connection, and power supply. Images of rising floodwaters submerging hundreds of cars in Rongjiang County, Guizhou province on June 24. Lampposts and traffic signs have been submerged. Even a traffic booth in the middle of the street is about to be submerged to the roof. According to the Sandu County Traffic Police, Guizhou Province, at about 7:40 a.m. on June 24, 2025, the Haozi River Bridge on the Xiamen-Rongcheng Expressway, from Guangxi to Guizhou was cleared due to soil hazards caused by continuous heavy rain. After preliminary identification, there was a truck on the bridge when the bridge was far away, and there were no casualties at the scene. There were convenient vehicles under the bridge, which were built from neighboring villages. Through unmanned machine surveys, there were no people in the car. Research institutes, public safety, and other agencies quickly arrived on campus to direct research and plan to avoid a repeat. Image of a playground in a residential area in Rongcheng County completely submerged. The floodwaters below continued to rise and were under construction. Residents could only move to higher floors to avoid flooding, and their lives were completely disrupted. According to Red Star News, on the afternoon of June 24, a fire researcher from Sandu County, Guizhou Province told reporters that the bridge had indeed been fed and that research was still underway at the scene. There was no internet connection at the scene at the moment and no phone contact was possible, so the specific configuration was still unclear. In addition, a switchboard operator from the Sandu County People's Government also confirmed to reporters that a bridge had indeed been transmitted in the area. We received the information around 7 to 8 o'clock because there was no internet connection there. So the staff in the room looked for a place with a signal to report to us. Wang Yi, the captain of the Guizhou Sky Research Team, told reporters on the morning of June 24 that their teams in Guizhou, Sunyi, Tongzi, Maitan, Dafang and Fenggang had received a notification from the Rongcheng Emergency Bureau. We had just responded with equipment and stairs, so we got on the back of the red car, connected the reply line and rushed to rescue the man. Wang Yi said that because the highway was blocked, they still had to go around Rongcheng. Regarding the floods that occur once every 50 years that are attacking Rongcheng County, Guizhou Province, the entire central area of the county was submerged, roads were washed away, bridges were broken, houses were flooded, and people had to be evacuated. Basements of buildings in Rongcheng County has become caves filled with water. Shopping malls and gyms flooded in just 30 minutes. Many areas of Rongcheng County have been completely cut off. According to the Rongcheng County government, at about 2:40 a.m. on June 24, a flood with a quality flow of 5,100 cubic meters per second flooded into Xinhua Commune, Rongcheng County, and the flood control situation is extremely dangerous. At present, the water levels of the Pingyang River, the Juahao River, and the Duliu River in the county continue to rise rapidly. According to forecasts, all of them exceed the 50-year flood level, and the pressure on flood control is very large. In order to effectively prevent and respond to this heavy rainfall and flood peak, Rongjiang County has decided to upgrade the emergency application to Level 2 on flood prevention from 3:30 a.m. on June 24, 2025. According to the video recorded by many local netizens, some areas in Rongjiang County was flooded on the morning of June 24. The Super Village Stadium was also flooded. On the morning of June 24, the Rongjiang County Flood Control and Drought Relief Headquarters, Guizhou Province, issued a notice on the emergency evacuation of some areas in the county. The notice pointed out that, affected by the continuous heavy rainfall, the rapid flow of water from upstream, the flood prevention situation in Rongjiang County is extremely dangerous. On June 24, the Rongjiang County government, Guizhou Province, requested the rapid and orderly transfer to the designated resettlement points, higher safety areas before 9 a.m. on June 24. No one is allowed to return to the original dangerous residence or threatened area without permission. The Rongjiang County Flood Control and Drought Relief Headquarters stated that the people need to pay close attention to the threat of floods, not to be subjective or indifferent, must contribute to notification requests, race against time and quickly move to safety.